Hi guys. Basic person says, "Hey Tubbs, how are you?" I don't know. I'm having a bit of an odd one. I don't know. I don't know how to feel. That's what I mean. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. How are you, basic person? What's up? I don't know what to talk about. So basically, like, if you got anything you want to talk about, then please enlighten me. Or anything you need help on, or anything like that, just let me know. Kind of just I kind of just don't know. I really don't know. I don't know. Thanks for the likes, by the way, on the on Twitter. I've been getting notifications like crazy. I'm guessing that you've seen a bunch of my artwork and stuff. I actually have more of my artwork here, but I don't know if I can grab it easily without everything falling over. I mean, I could, I guess, because that was fun. That was fun going through that. I was going to do that drawing that I promised somebody else, but essentially, there's a little bit of adult content in there. I don't know if I want to like show you guys me playing, doing it. I mean, it's bad enough that basically, like, I had a hose going up somebody's bumhole in one of the drawings. I don't want YouTube to freak out because of something else, you know. Yeah. I have a bunch of other artwork. That I haven't put on display. I didn't put on display last night, but I can go through like tonight if you want me to. But like 2 of my old sketch pads. But I might wait for Jeffrey if Jeffrey comes on, because he doesn't know where to find these. What have you been up to today? Just work mostly. Just work. Yeah, nothing else really. I did consider filming something, but basically my whenever I wanted to go into the house to film something, my aunt was there, so basically I don't want to disturb her and stuff. So I was going to do a video of me on the floor in the living room again, because the middle of the living room is all tidy and clean, and there's nothing in the way. So yeah. Hi Tubbs, I'm here. Well, how are you doing? I'm okay. You know, I've got nothing to complain about. I don't know. I just feel like I should be somewhere else doing something else at the moment. You know what I mean? It's kind of making me think about like about my upcoming holidays and kind of like, yeah. I'm already getting the feeling of like I really don't want it to be over, even though it's not begun yet. And I just keep thinking to myself that the time I've booked to go to Vegas is like the 4th to the 9th. That's like you know, like 5 days, but it's not really 5 days because of the travel time. So in actuality, it's more like 3 days. So I just keep thinking to myself, oh, it should have been longer, but who knows? Who knows? I'm hopefully going to be doing something. I know I'm going to have a good time, and it's just bugging me now at the moment because I'm thinking about I'm thinking about everything, and it just bugs me. Because this is my first holiday in since 2014. It's my first vacation since 2014. I've had mini breaks where I go to my parents, which isn't really a holiday. I go to my parents. Oh, I go to Bear Bash in Manchester. So, yeah. Basic person, you're from the UK. Do you ever get to Bear Bash? Have you ever been there? Jeffrey says, I so understand you don't want to rush it all at once. At all once you get there. I know. Yeah. Yeah. I just got to try not to think about it and just try to think about like other things. So, yeah, I don't know how old you are or anything, basic person. I probably did from your Twitter. I'm not gonna like dox you or anything, so don't worry. But I just noticed that basically I could easily find out. No, I can't. Shut up. Morning. Yeah, I can find out that basically when your birthday is, but it doesn't say how old you are. Yeah. Incidentally, our birthdays are very, 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 very close by like a week. Just I'd mention, I don't really follow people's birthdays. Does anybody do that? You know, like unless they're having a party or an event or something. I essentially don't like follow people's birthdays. You know, I don't wish them happy birthday or anything like that on social media. If I see them in person, then yeah, I will be super birthday person, and I get them, I give them a card or I give them a little present or something. When I used to work in retail, there used to be a shop that used to be like just on the other side of the street to where I worked, and like it was a card shop, but they used to sell these miniature cakes that were like they were birthday cakes, but they were really tiny. I used to, whenever somebody's birthday was happening, like in the office or like in my shop or whatever, I basically just go across the street and like pick them up a mini birthday cake, and they used to be fun. But yeah, it's a bit harder nowadays because I work from home, so yeah. But no, if you're into people that are shaped like me with hair, then you should totally go to Bear Bash. It's quite fun, and I go every year, and it's quite fun. I'd go dressed like this as well. Now, last year I did. This year. Bear Bash is fun. It's weird to think that basically the year isn't finished yet. Everything seems to happen like at the beginning. Weird. I honestly, I've got nothing. I've got nothing to talk about. It was just one of those things of like, I haven't streamed today. I don't know what to stream about. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't filmed anything today, and I haven't edited anything today. Actually, that's not true. I haven't edited. I haven't edited anything that will be out this week. I've edited a couple of stuff, a couple of things. I meant to say things instead of stuff. Ugh. But I haven't actually edited anything for this week because I haven't filmed anything new for this week. I was in the beginning last night, kind of naughty, but essentially I started filming something and then it immediately turned into porn. So that's a no. I'm not going to put that on YouTube. I actually tried to put it on Tumblr because it's, you know, I basically just edited something. I edited it down into just its bits and basically tried to put it on Tumblr, and now it's not playing on Tumblr, so it doesn't work on Tumblr for some reason. I have no idea why that is. Why are you being such a shithead? Why? That's okay, Tubbs. I'm just glad to see you. Yeah, I'm just sorry, guys. I just wish I was in a better mood. I'm sorry. But yeah. So there's no video for today. There probably won't be a video tomorrow. And then, of course, it's the weekend. And it's big 1940s weekend, so I'm basically going to be busy. I'm going to be at the 1940s weekend, and that's going to be fun. I'm going to get my blazer, or I'm going to get my white shirt on, and my yellow vest, and I'm going to have a great fun time, like at the 40s weekend, with all the foods and all of the stalls and all of that stuff. I'm going to wear my hat. I have no idea how that will look with my black jeans and my. Well, it might be okay. I should dig out my. I've got some brown. Got some brown trousers, and the hat's brown, so I should probably dig those out instead. I don't know. What do you guys think, fashion-wise? What do you guys think? I might do that as a live stream. You know, feel like dress up as one thing and then try out like another outfit. It's happening again. I just had a shower, so my beard is all fluffy. Oh, and you will wear your cool hat too. You answered my question. Thanks. Yeah, I wear my hat. Yeah. Oh, somebody asked me today in the comments of one of the pup videos that basically they don't see me wearing my neoprene pup hood, and there's a reason for that. The neoprene pup hood, it's been quite warm here. You can hear the fan in the background. It's been quite warm here. It gets hot, and it's dangerous because basically I don't realize until I take the thing off that my head is getting really warm. And another thing is that my beard is grown out quite a lot, and I'm keeping it for a little while. I mean, you can see it's slightly fluffy. So I don't really want to wear it because basically the beard sticks out the bottom of it. It doesn't look good. I know that sounds weird, but it doesn't look good. So I haven't been wearing the neoprene pup hood. But it is coming. I will wear it again fairly soon-ish, maybe. I don't know. There's nothing I can do about this. It's also slightly different because this one's got a long snout, and it's a firm snout, and it just ends. I mean, I can put the piece on here with the tongue, but essentially the other one is a shorter snout and it's soft, and it basically my chin is here, but my double chin kind of like completely overpowers the stretchiness of the neoprene hood. So yeah, and that's the reason why I don't wear that hood. So if anybody watching this if the person that's asked that question is watching this, I hope I answered your question. I did answer your question in the message, so don't worry about it. But no, I just wanted to clear that up. I do still love my pup hood, my other pup hood. But it's just that I'm not wearing it just yet. Plus, I still haven't got it fixed, and until that one gets fixed, it kind of bugs me because the snout always looks like it's turning slightly. Anyway, do we have any questions or comments or anything, guys? Jeffrey, you liked my video that I uploaded last night. I watched it again recently, and I kind of don't like it. I kind of don't like it. There's way too much. There's not enough belly in it for my taste, and I made it. So I've got a horrible hang now. I'm just my clippers, clipping my nails, my paw. 4 viewers and nothing to say. Sad day. I could go through the. That's what I wanted to ask you, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, did you want me to go through my old art books again? Because I still got them right here. I don't want to touch one of them, mainly because. Yes, I did. I thought it was great. I'm glad you liked it, Jeff. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, I can go through my old art books again if you want me to, because I kind of like talking about them. That was kind of nice. Although the old stuff is going to be a bit tricky because basically I don't know what's in there. Oh my god, that's a spider. That's not a bug, that's a spider. No, spider web, no. Do not touch me. Do not touch me, spider web. I fucking hate spider webs. Did any of you guys see that? No spider webs around me. You're lucky that I'm not kicking you out. It's up there. I thought it was a bug because it was like spinning around, and then I realized that basically like it wasn't a fly or something because it was attached to a bit of silk that was coming off of the fan. Fucking spider. I already hate spider webs. I don't mind spiders, but I don't like the fact that they make spider webs. I really don't want them on me. I don't want spider webs on me. Spiders on me, I don't care about. But spider webs, no. What are you going to do now? Huh? think it's a boy. Small body and a big, big front teethy things. Sitting in the extractor fan. Well, that's where I was going to put my hand as well to get the notepads. Fucking spider. Now I'm all paranoid because I think the other spiders are like going to jump out. There's one on my main viewer up there on the main view screen, the TV. But did any of you see that? I kind of want to watch the playback and find out. Bastard. I kind of want to. Can I watch the playback? I can. Oh, here we go. So. Sorry, I know this is going to be boring. Okay, I see it. I see it about 5 minutes ago. But I just think it's a bug that's flying around like that. I look again. And I'm looking at it. You can just kind of see it. You can just kind of see it. Little shit. And I wave the noodle around because I want to get rid of all the spider webs. Little bastard. No problem, the spider wanted to join the chat. Huh? Yeah, I must have done. Something happened. Wow. Right. Oh no, what is it connected to now? Okay. It's pointing that way. Where is it connected to? No. Nope. Put my shoe back on. Nope. I'm not having it. Oh, I think it caught something. Either way. Sorry, guys. And there's nothing going to be where I'm going to stand. Is there? Nothing over here? No. Good. I hate walking through spider webs. Like, holy shit. Got it on the needle. Got it on the needle. On the needle. And belly. Right. Evicted the spider. Well, they know the rules. I do say them frequently to the spiders in here. The shirt you're wearing is a logo that you made for made of your company, right? Yeah, it's that's my logo. When I first came here, I basically I made a handyman. Fuck off. God. I've got a spider web on my arm. My arm. And a net bite. Ow. Yes, the logo. Okay, son of a bitch. I think I'm being attacked. I'm being randomly attacked by spider webs all over the fucking office. Stay. Time for the mop. What? Where are you? What are you doing? Where are you, you fucking spiders? Was it on my arm, on my chair? Is that where it was? I'm going to tuck myself in while I'm here. I've got a mop. No. I'm not having this bullshit. I've evicted one spider because it made a web on me. I'm not evicting any more. Right. All the spider webs in this corner, is it? In my office corner? Yeah. Ugh. Yeah. No more. No more bullshit, guys. Good. Yep, I don't feel any more spider webs. That's good. Little bastards. Tubbs, it looks awesome on your shirt. Yeah, it's the old logo for my company. It's when I was a handyman and a gardener. I basically I made this little company logo and company up, and all it is basically it's HHR, and it stands for Handy Herne Road. And Herne Road is the road that my house and the villages that the village that I'm in is. So yeah. So yeah, that's the name of my company. Okay. Probably going to get randomly attacked by an even bigger spider or something now. Which is great. Yeah, at least the bullshit's gone away. So there's an bite, which I'm just very tempted to basically bleed it out. Bastards. Okay. Now I've got I'm pincering the. Normally I do this for my clippers. Holy crap! There's been a lot of spiders on this. Oh well. Let's get started. Okay. I think actually the explanation is in one of these. And there's tiny mites on it. Yeah. Lots of little mites. Oh well. Are they on every page? Lots of writing. Lots more writing. And then we actually have something. Remember this guy? I like this. I like this guy. I like this guy. The face that I altered because I did him bald, but apparently he's not bald in the story. Well, that's Starfleet logo I was working on with. I was just doodling. Is that the first iteration of the hippo? Yeah, first iteration of the hippo ever. Kind of a bit funky. I did like my trike. That's my trike that I'm going to get behind him. A random drawing that I can only show you briefly. I made for somebody. Let me know if you want to see anything specific. Like the random blueberry guy that somebody wanted. I think that was Senor Gordo. Again, the guy who likes blueberry people. You see that? And then we got like a really old. I didn't like the way that I did the clothes for this one. I didn't think his clothing's right. But that's one of the first ones I did for Mike, Balloon Guy Mike, to go with his stories. A couple of very simple log people. There's one guy with his belly resting on the coffee table, eating a sandwich and drinking beer. I know, simple, right? And then here's when he's just completely incapacitated on the floor. Because why not? Oh, this was a cartoon. There was a cartoon of William Howard Taft. He's an American president. Was an American president. And again, it's an old illustration that I've fancied up in the future. But no, I nailed the face. Kind of got the body a bit off, but it was a bit off in the picture that was the original. There's a big biker, a big belly biker daddy for somebody. Incidentally, I own that biker jacket now. I own that outfit. I thought that was quite funny. Oh, here's the. I think this was the first time I ever drew my pig. It's the first time I ever drew my pig. With a close up of the face. But yeah, he's a security guard. He likes donuts. You got to have a job if you want to keep eating. So yeah, that's my pig. I think that's the like I said. I think that's the first time that I drew my pig. I did draw a pig, but it was for somebody, and I kind of used the similar drawing for him. There's another one for Mike. He really likes the Victorian style of guys. He likes the Victorian art style. It's not focusing. Focus. Focus. Focus on my hand. Focus on the finger. It's focusing on me. I'm trying to get it not to focus on me. There's a lot of detail in this one. Focus. It's still focused on me. Oh, for God's sake. This is a picture that I did for somebody. They wanted Joe Swanson from Family Guy to be really chubby. And I think I nailed it, but the problem is that he's got a donut in his mouth. But I like to think of that as his mustache of a chubbier guy. Because Joe Swanson, as a human being, as a regular person, looks a bit plain, boring. Oh yeah, here's the design. These are all the design things that I was doing for Handyhern Road. All the various designs. And I've kind of liked that one, and I did that one on the computer. And that's the one that's on my shirt. And yeah, I angled off the R. The R's I angled off. Oh, it's the Dax drawings. This is a guy on Furfany called Dax, the giant chubby fox. Focus. There we go. That's a schematic of like of a it's a design schematic that doesn't mean anything. There's another one of Dax. Zoom into his face because it seems to focus on his face. The thing about Dax is that basically like it's you want it to be flabby. I don't do the flabby kind. I don't really draw flabby much, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem natural to draw that, you know. Well, somebody commissioned me to do this one, and I did it, and then they didn't like it or whatever, but they just stopped talking to me. But essentially, this is exactly what they look like, based on the images that they gave me. So, if you don't like it, then why did you ask me to draw it? Idiot. I got the I think that's another Dax drawing, a Dax request, but as a human. I messed up a bit on the leg, but apart from that, if you ignore that leg, I'm a big guy on holiday. I have to do this to get it to zoom in to focus. Focus. I like the Fox Picture Tubs. That's cool. Cute. Oh, I drew a builder and I drew a guy eating his lunch, but I never finished this one. So there's no real detail in it. And a guy called Ali is on. Hello, Ali? That's terrible. I think it looks great. You are right, Tubbs. He shouldn't have asked me to draw. Yeah, if he knew my art style and he asked for, he was very specific. He wants to be basically just, he wants a bigger belly in this picture of him. So basically I was like, okay, I can do that. And I just drew it. And he didn't talk to me. He never wrote back after that. I know he got my message because it said message received, but he didn't actually tell me anything. That's something I was trying out with a pen. I was trying out a different shading method. Zoom in. It seems to zoom in on faces. So if I do, there we go. So it seems to focus now. Here we go. Oh, yeah, I was trying something out with a different shading method. A big wrestler guy. I think that was a Willy Bear. Willy also wanted this one, I think. I could be mistaken. It might be somebody else, but yeah, I drew that for them. Oh, this is a this is just random architectural drawings. I was doodling. Can you guess what this building is from or for? Can you guess what this building? That's the layout of the building. Can you guess what it was for? What is this building? Let me know in the chat what you think this building is. This one's probably more the more realistic, but this is my design. The Taj Mahal. The Taj Mahal. Nope. It's it depends if you guys like sci-fi, science fiction. First of all, can you tell me what these two symbols are? You know what these two symbols are? That's a big hint. So what is this? What do you think this building is? Or what do you think it's based on? By the way, I'm best. Hi. It depends if you like science fiction. If you like science fiction, you'll probably get this right away. Does anybody watch? Yeah, I'll give it away instantly. I would give it away instantly if I told you what show it's from. So I'm not gonna do that. But can you guess? Anybody at all? Anybody at all? Anything? I'm not sure. Please tell me. Okay. Well, it's a Bajoran temple. That's based on the new Bajoran temple from Deep Space Nine. The top one. Oh, come on. Focus. Focus. It's not. It's focused on me in the background. There we go. Yeah, it's based on the Bajoran temple. So I basically did my own Bajoran temple, but I just made the I made it the symbol, the Bajoran symbol, the symbol of the prophets. And if you know what that symbol next to the Bajoran symbol, because this is a Bajoran symbol, but this is what? Does anybody want to know what that is? It's the Ori symbol. The Ori symbol from the Book of Origin. It's it's the symbol of the Ori from Stargate. I'm a big nerd. Okay, you did an awesome job on that temple. Thanks, LiveTUBBS. I like that. Right, this is the first pig that I did for somebody else on Fair Affinity. They wanted like a worker office kind of guy, a piggy. Focus. There it is. So I did a boss piggy. I made sure that I drew in the chair, kind of like squishing underneath them. I made the shoulder pads a bit big. But if you look at pigs, actual pigs, you'll notice that they do have a big kind of hump. That's a private sketch. I cannot show you. That is also a private sketch. That is just plain scribbles. That's porn. Wow. Okay. This is for Mike again, for Balloon Blower Mike. It's just Osgood, but he's General Osgood or Osgood, but in all blown up again. I have a real temple. I have a real temple here, Tubbs. Okay, that's great. They are generally plastered around the world. You know that it's not that special to have a temple. You know, Stonehenge is just down the road. I'm pretty sure that that's over 7,000, 8,000 years old, possibly even 10,000. It's old. Oh, that's a layout to a house, so that's not important. But yeah, those. That's my old sketchpad. That's the old sketchpad. The old sketchpad. This thing dates back to college. That's how old this is. I bet there's bugs on it. But it's really dirty on the front, and it's also got like a bunch of. There's a tiny spider living on it. Get off. Okay. We have the oldest temple here too, more than 8,000. Yeah, I think Stonehenge is like 10,000. I'm not sure. Anyway, from Atlantis. Atlants? Atlants? I don't know what Atlantis is, but I think you meant Atlantis. And Atlantis is a mythical city that does not exist because it's basically been found that it was based on a city that was in the Portuguese archipelago. So, sorry, dude. I'm sorry, but it can't be Atlantis because Atlantis is a myth. It's been admitted by Plato himself. Yeah, did anybody understand this? Atlantis, right? It comes from a myth that basically Plato has written down, and it's basically a story by Plato. It's a story, right? It's something that he wrote down. He didn't write down that this is definitely true. He didn't write down that this is an archaeological fact. He wrote down this as this is like a story. He just didn't write down that it was fiction. He didn't say that it was real either. That's the problem that everyone gets wrong. Everything else has basically been like either, we understand it as poetry by Plato and all that stuff, but the thing about Atlantis is that there's nobody left to tell us that Atlantis, the story of Atlantis that was written by Plato. There's nobody else. There's nobody has written that basically this was a myth or this was real. That's the problem with that story. So Atlantis doesn't exist. It's sad because fucking hell, I love the Disney movie. Holy shit, I love the Disney movie, and Stargate Atlantis is amazing, and the mythology that they bring up with that is incredible. So yeah, it's sad, but Atlantis is something that Plato wrote down in a book of short stories. That's the thing. It was found with a bunch of short stories. So it's a myth. I'm really sorry. Okay, stop. I will ask you something. Well, you can ask me something, but whether I'm going to read it is another matter. Because I know that you're into your like crazy conspiracy theories and all that stuff. So, what do you think about animes in USA? What? Animes in USA? Is that what you meant? Anime? You like the cartoons and stuff? Animes in USA. Animes. Where from they come? The ideas, what, for anime? Cartoons. So American cartoons. Where do the ideas for American cartoons come from? You're gonna have to ask the writers of those cartoons. What? I'm not going to give you a lecture on the history of animation in the US. I'm not going to do that. I actually know a lot about this subject, but I'm not going to do it because it can take fucking hours. Anyway, the first picture I've got in this is a guy called Fat Cigar Dad. He's a popular bear, and I just drew him because I just wanted to sketch somebody. So I drew him. And I sent it to him, and he really liked it. I also got a failed drawing of Ian, my buddy Ian, but I'm not gonna go into that. That's it's a failed old sketch. I'm just not gonna go into. There is the large policeman. Just a sketch. Large policeman. From where they take the idea for the cartoon, like Hercules and Atlantis and some cartoon. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. I'm going to answer this question. Okay. The cartoon Hercules is a extreme bastardization of the ancient Greek Heracles myths that were then translated into the more Roman sounding Hercules. Whenever you hear the name Hercules, by the way, it's the Roman version. If you're listening to like people talk about Heracles, that's the original name of Hercules. It's Heracles because it's basically he's the son of Hera and Zeus and all that stuff. But I'm not going to go into that. It's like actually supposed to be like, yeah. I know a hell of a lot about mythology. I studied this at school because it's fascinating, really. I mean, seriously, wow. I especially like Norse mythology. That's why I like Thor so much, because they kind of stick to and disregard certain parts of the Germanic Norse myth, as well as the overall European Norse myth. And because the overall European Norse myth is kind of lost, you know, it's been mixed up and everything like that. But the Germanian, Scandinavian region areas, Norse myth is fantastic, and you should totally look those stories up. I mean, there's one story where Thor himself dresses in drag so that he can marry somebody so that he can get his hammer back. I mean, it's hysterical. It is hysterical. Random itch on my head. So yeah, the story of Hercules, they never disguise this, by the way, is basically a retelling of the myths of Heracles, the Greek myths of Heracles. They never disguise this. They basically show this. Atlantis, however, where they got all that information, well, they basically said that they invented a bunch of the Atlantis mythos just for that movie in itself. The Plato quote at the beginning of that movie, that's almost all of the information that we have on Atlantis. So yeah, basically, dude, I already told you where they got the idea for Atlantis from by telling you that they got it from Plato, because Plato is the only place that we actually know about Atlantis. So don't fucking come over to me and basically ask me where they got ideas for those specific cartoons when I've already fucking told you. I'm not in the mood for this bullshit. Atlantis is fake. Anything found about Atlantis is fake. Okay? Deal with it. It's sad because I want Atlantis to be real. It would be fucking amazing, but it's not. You can tell I'm being serious by because I'm using the word fuck a lot, and I really have started noticing it. So yeah. So yeah, dude, you can't fight it. It's the truth. The truth cannot be fought against. I'm sorry, dude. Anyway. Anyway, cartoons for Zeus, gods, and some ones. Ember says myth. Yep, it's myth. No, no, my friend. This battle was real. There is an archaeological proof. Archaeological proof of what battle? What are we talking about now? Ember says, do you believe in dinosaurs? I don't only believe in them. I've actually been to the Natural History Museum and got told off for touching a fossilized dinosaur bone. So, do I believe in dinosaurs? Well, yeah, because you know, there was some over there. And that's bloody millions of years ago that dinosaurs existed. So what's going on? What are you trying to talk about now? What craziness are you on now, Invest? Seriously. Anyway, policeman. I've also got like a furry drawing of somebody's unique character design of a one-eyed, one-toothed, kind of a pig. It's like a pig monkey dog thing with socks. I don't have a clue who I did that one for, but I'm sure that was for somebody interesting. Oh, I've got the Turkish Delight guy. It's based on a turkey drawing, a drawing of somebody in Turkey, eating off his belly. I did that one. Ember says, you believe in dinosaurs and not in simple human being like Hercules. So you're saying that Hercules himself was alive and a person? Is that what you're saying now? You know how crazy that is, right? I mean, I'm sure there is somebody that has called their son or whatever, their dog, Hercules. I'm sure they have done that, and Heracles. You know, I'm sure that those people have existed, but the myths and stuff like that, they're called myths because they are mythical. They're part of mythology. It's a storytelling method. Anyway, this is a joke, mate. Okay, enjoy your joke. Don't you believe in dinosaurs? I mean, how can you not believe in dinosaurs? I mean, there's evidence for dinosaurs all over the fucking planet. It's hysterical if you don't believe in dinosaurs. Ember says, yes, he was a person, mate. Mate? Why was the mate? Okay, I'm not debating that somebody that's called Hercules or Heracles actually existed, but yeah. What are you trying to say now? He's like God in cartoons. He's not a God in cartoons. Even in the cartoon series, he's not been depicted as being a god. In the Disney cartoon, he's depicted as basically having super strength, and yeah, that's it. He's not really a god. That's the only thing he's got. He's a demigod. In the myth and in the cartoon, he's a demigod. But there is real story about mate. There's real story about mate. What? Yes, there's real stories about everything. However, a story is a story. It could be fact or fiction. You need proof for something to be fact. You know this, right? You get this? Anyway, the Turkish guy. Yeah, I've got various designs for spaceships and stuff. On the back here, I know I've shown this before. There's a spaceship with two various designs of hull plating, a big spaceship, symbols on the spaceships and all that stuff. This was illustration for a science fiction book. So yeah. Your drawings are so good. Thank you so much for showing them. I'm not done yet. I've got various other spaceship designs. And then a mythological city that I invented. I got the layout of the city, and then I've got a basic drawing of it, and like depictions of a great tree in the city and all that stuff. On a big platform, bonsai trees, the design of the arches, design of a big triangular arch, and all that stuff. That's just some random design art. This is when I was because I design tattoos. I'm a freelance tattoo designer, not artist. I don't do the actual tattooing because I don't want to make a mistake on somebody and have that mistake be my fault forever. So yeah, I got some designs of various just random designs of tattoos and stuff. Just randomly trying to get what the client wanted. A random sketch of a bar patron. That was very random. Oh no, I'm going backwards. I got like a description of what this person wanted in this drawing, and then I actually got the drawing. He just gave me a picture, and then basically was like, make him chubbier. So I did. He's in a Scottish outfit. To Scotland. The spaceship is awesome. Thank you. Your drawing of spaceships are awesome. Yeah, I like to do that stuff. I think there's more in here, spaceships. So yeah. Well, it's very cool. LiveTUBBS, so creative. Ha. Yeah, right. There's another spaceship design for the same people. It's based on that symbol. Basically, in the book that I was illustrating, they have all of these symbols, and each of these spaceships have their own name and stuff like that. But their name kind of is this symbol, and then like basically the spaceship is designed on these symbols. So basically, somebody gave me a symbol that was very much like this. Come on, focus. So I designed the ship around it, but I hadn't finished doing that one. These people were called the Taraxians, and they had really nice spaceships. Oh, there's another one of Fatsagar Dad. There's another one. I was practicing shading, and I wanted to practice shading on him because why not? I like him. Oh, this is Senor Gordo. When the first drawing that he had me do for him. Focus. I've given the who the fuck is responsible for this expression. He really likes blueberry. He basically wanted me to depict. He had this whole backstory where he had like blueberry blue leaf pipe tobacco, and that turned him into a blueberry, which I thought was kind of creative and funny. Oh, this is my buddy Patch as a statue and fatter. I tried to do basically him in the David pose, and I think it works out quite well. It's another Senor Gordo one with the armpit hair. I'm trying to figure out which way, because I've drawn on both sides of the paper. Oh, this is funny. This is that random guy that wanted me to draw stuff for him, but he never said thank you or that he liked the art pieces. He just kind of, yeah. But that's these are two characters from Steven Universe. Can you guess which ones? There's a lot of fat drawings on there. There's another one. So many fat drawings. But yeah, as you can see, I do draw other stuff. This is just what people have wanted me to draw for them. Random guy. I can't remember anything about this drawing. Also, I'm tilting the pad, so it's at a funny angle. It's just meant to be a guy at a bar. Oh, come on. Oh. Getting so interesting now. This is quite impressive. It's another spaceship. Actually, this is two spaceships. We've got like a shuttle auxiliary ship up here, and it's looking down on the bigger spaceship. And this is like a big space station. And all of these areas here, these shaded in areas, they're kind of landing pads for the other spaceships. And there's a central tower and everything. It's very much inspired by Atlantis. However, there's a habitat ring, and it kind of goes in, it slots into the city. And I do have a better picture of it on its side. Just down there. Focus, focus. Just how big, it's huge. It's got a big habitat ring, and like with doors in it, and that was meant to be like one of the permanent buildings on the Atlantis type station. So yeah, no, he never said thank you. It kind of pissed me off. He never said thank you. Just basically, whenever I finished something, he said, "Oh," he said, "Okay, now can you draw this?" And I was like, "Okay." So I drew it, and then I was like, "Here you go. What do you think?" He said, "Okay, now can you draw this?" And I just got fed up. So yeah, I hate when people do that. We've got more spaceships now for a different kind of race. A different race of people, more than the funky, elegant ships. Although I have got those too. They have very basic designs for funky, elegant people. But no, this thing, it's more industrialized. It's very, very much a, it goes this way. So we've got a big shield. We've got engines that poke out of the shield. We've got a bridge module command center area that can also flop out of the shield. And yeah, here's like an example. There's another one. And they fly like that. That's kind of weird. We've got a giant space station type thing that's very much in keeping with those designs. And here we've got more of those people, of the Taraxian ships, and that's what it looks like faced on. They always have a big long fuselage. That is the main ship with the bridge at the front. The ring is actually a new form of foldy space engine thing. I know I love theorizing how ships work, you know. So drawing them basically makes me think about them a lot more. So yeah, that's more spaceships. I don't know who this is. I think Ian asked me to draw this for him, but I don't remember why. Yes, Tubbs, I remember you speaking about him. I'm glad you aren't doing anything else. Yeah, that's what you said last time. And it's true. Yeah, we got more. That was for him as well. That's Greg Universe. I couldn't do his hair. But you can argue that that's any kind of bear. And I did this one for Greg. Not for Greg. For Ian again. Focus. You like Santa. So I drew a Santa. We're coming up to an ending. Oh, this is me. I basically just somebody wanted a picture of me to draw myself. Focus. So I drew myself eating pudding off of my tummy. If anybody knows this picture's been around on the internet for a while. It's of me. But yeah, I'm also eating out of a soft serve machine because they wanted it. So yeah, because reasons. I've also got like a picture of another biker guy for somebody. I can't remember. I don't remember the stories to all of these because they are, there's a lot of them. This is only part of the collection. You might notice that this pad is a bit thin, and that's because I give my drawings to people. So, especially if somebody's asked for one, and then I drew it for them, and then I tear it out and I give it to them. So yeah, I don't remember who that one's for either. I think it's for a guy called Peter, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, I did this one because somebody wanted themselves in a piggy, but it failed miserably. I gave them the actual sketch that I did make for them. They were very into their feet. And you know me and feet, I don't draw feet very well. So that one I did the year I went to Vegas. Focus. Focus. There we go. I did that for a guy that I met in Vegas. Also did that one for a guy I met in Vegas. He basically just wanted me to copy a picture, so I did. This is the exact copy of that picture. The picture of me is great, thanks, dude. Oh, this is for somebody that somebody on Grommer drinking out of a barrel. And you may notice that there's faint lines. Just focus on the tummy. See those faint lines? He wanted me to keep those in. Because it kind of showed growth. And he thought that was cute. So I did. And I think this one was for Mike again, the guy, the Osgood guy. I can't remember exactly. And that is it. Oh, and this is basically based on a picture of my cousin in his Scottish outfit. And I shouldn't really show that because it's my cousin. But yeah, that's that book. And it won't go back in the safe place. There we go. Now, as you know, that basically those books, those art pads and stuff, they were a lot thinner than they should be, and that's because over the years I have done pictures for people and taken them out and given them to people. So essentially, they are a bit thin. But I have saved everything on my computer, and basically I've submitted as much as I could to places like DeviantArt and all that stuff. So basically, if you want to see my work, then you go to those places. There has been a lot of illustration work that I don't technically own, because basically when I sold it to the illustrator, you know, the illustration company, they put the copyright on it and they own it. You know, so basically I got the money for it and then I sold it to them. So essentially, I don't have any of those old pictures anymore, and basically sketches like that are all I've got left of the time when I used to do like basic illustrations for certain things. And concept art, I used to do a bunch of concept art as well, just pen concept art and stuff. So yeah, so that's all I've got. Basically, all of my art. I do have a big folder in the house of some of the tattoo stuff and stuff, and I might show that in the future, but essentially, yeah. That is awesome. Has he seen it? I'm sure he would love it. What? Who? There? Jeff, I think you're lagging a bit again. What one are you talking about? The Arabian guy? Okay. The balloon blower mic one? Oh, you mean my cousin? Is that what you're talking about? No, my cousin hasn't seen it because basically it's an altered version of my cousin. As far as I know, he doesn't smoke a pipe and he doesn't drink beer a lot. Well, actually, that's not true. I know he smokes cigars because I've had one with him, and I know he drinks beer because, well, he's a Sullivan. He's Irish. We all drink beer. That is awesome. Oh no, I've already read that. Okay. How long have I been streaming, by the way? I'm definitely feeling less tired, and oddly in a better mood. I don't know why. About an hour ago. Your artwork is amazing, and it should all be commissioned. Seriously. What do you mean, like paid for? Well, I don't like doing that. I don't like asking people for money. And if I commissioned a lot of my artwork, then I'd have to do that a lot. So I don't like doing that. And besides, I like to draw stuff for my friends that I know that they're gonna like. So yeah. Essentially, I'm totally okay with not being paid for my artwork. If somebody does want to pay for any art stuff, then basically they are more than welcome to, you know, and I will work super hard on it, and I'll get it to them as soon as possible. Very much like the videos, but you know, that's basically because they've already offered to pay for it, and I haven't asked for the money. You know. Jeffy says to join other cousin. Yes. Basic person says, I like your artwork, and I like the artwork that you have showed, Tubbs. It's great. Thank you. I'm glad you did. Like I said, I've got more in the house. I might do a portfolio flip through one day, maybe, because I've got basically a big folder that has a bunch of my artwork from high school, and it's about that level. Although there's less drawings of fat guys. Nobody was asking me to draw fat guys when I was in high school. It's only in college, you know, that really started, because I started to have like bear friends and chubby friends and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Right. Itchy guys. There's definitely more spaceship drawings in there and stuff like that because, yeah. You're awesome, Tubbs. Great big hugs and stuff. Thank you, dude. I do not know what to say. I'm out of conversation pieces again. Oh, it was a mosquito. A mosquito died in the bug zapper, so I was just curious. I'm not being attacked by spiders anymore, so that's something. Although I have got an itchy nose. Yeah, the earring's back because I'm not doing anything in. Has that conspiracy guy gone? I'm almost in the mood to talk about that again now. Does that bother anybody else but me? The conspiracy stuff on here? Because usually I'm in the mood to talk about it. So basically, yeah, I love mythology. I just want to point this out. I love mythology. I love the mythology of all of this, you know, all of the ancient Greek gods and the Norse gods and all that stuff. I love that. I've read up on that a lot. You should read up, by the way, if you are interested. Like I said, you're interested in mythology or great stories, great mythical stories. Then the Vikings had the best ones. Basically, the Norse stories are amazing. You know, the Norse ancient mythological stories are amazing. I don't know what to say. I do not know what to say. That I don't want to spoil anything, but I mean, you get the basic premise from watching Thor. So yeah. Seabrook. I totally didn't yawn just then. Seabrook says, I came into this live vid late, but do you work in any other medium besides pencil and paper? It's pencil, pen, and paper. But no. Sorry about that. Essentially, paint is too messy. I'm sorry, it is. It's too messy. Plus, the fact that I'm partially colorblind means that I get discouraged whenever I pick up some paint. You know, I'm not fully colorblind, but essentially it does ruin things for me. You know, when I'm trying to draw something or paint something, and I get one bit of color, because when you're colorblind, when you're colorblind to certain colors, when you pick up a color that you're colorblind to, everything around that color basically affects how you see that, or how you don't see that color. It basically blends in with whatever's surrounding it. So when it gets on the paintbrush, you know, it looks dark because the paintbrush is dark. When it gets close to the paper, it looks light because the paper's light. But when it gets next to another color, so yeah, no. Paint, no. Colored. I used to use colored pens, and I'm thinking about getting back into that, but I get the same problem. So yeah, what essentially I do is that I basically nowadays I do a bit in pen, and I do all the lines, and I do the shading for it, and I do the texturing for it, and then I send it off to people that want it, to the people that wanted it, and basically they've got the original file with all of the shading information that they need, and if they want to, they can use like their own kind of software to basically fill in all of the different colors that they want. So yeah, that's kind of my problem though, you know, because I'm not confident with color to basically, I don't want to do abstract art. You know, I just never have gotten into that kind of thing. So yeah, I would do digital art, but the thing about digital art is that basically it's really expensive. I know I've talked about this before with the other guys, but for your specific question, Seabrook, if you're still about, the tablet that I want to do my artwork on, to try out and do all of this funky cool stuff on, all of the digital art on and stuff like that, is about £1,600, British pounds. I can't afford that. I just spent that much on a holiday. You know, I can't afford that for something that is only good for that one thing. That's its one purpose. It's not very good for anything else, but that's its one purpose. If it was a laptop and it did a bunch of other stuff, then it would be fucking amazing, and I'd totally do it. I'd totally get that. But it's not. It's mainly good for this one thing of displaying and displaying a bit of paper that you can draw on, that you can edit things in on the computer. I thought I heard something. So yeah, unless I win the lottery, or like one of them falls on my desk one day because the fates have deemed it necessary to give me one, I'm probably never going to get one of those things. Seriously, it costs as much as a holiday, as a vacation. You know, there are these things where basically you can, I've wanted to get one of these pads that basically you draw on it, but there's no display. You draw on it and it appears on the TV, on the screen. You know, I've wanted to get one of those just to test out how good it is and stuff. But I've used those in the past, and I can't get the disconnect. You know, I can't get the disconnect of like where my pen is going to go, and will it be on the screen there, or will it be on the screen there? You know what I mean? I can't. I'm just very disconnected. That's why I want something that I can actually draw on, where I know my pen's going, or my pencil's going, or whatever brush that I use is going. So yeah, I don't have any other medium that I work on yet. I might do in the future, but it's unlikely. Sorry, I know that was a big, long-winded answer to that question, but I thought I'd give that answer. Jeffrey Griffin says, have you eaten dinner yet? Yes. I had mini pizzas, and I had 3 mini pizzas and chips. Sweet potato fries. I had sweet potato fries. They are super yummy. Super yummy. I still haven't got the knack of what to have. Oh wow. My phone is warning me that my battery's low for the first time in 3 days. Yeah, I still got the knack of what to have with sweet potato fries, because like I normally have chips, fries. I normally have fries with salad cream, which is a dressing of some kind, and it's just it's really nice because it's like it's got this bitterness to it that's really yummy with potato. Sorry. But yeah, with sweet potato fries, it's a bit difficult because I never know what to have as a dipping sauce. You know, everything I've tried seems to taste weird with sweet potato fries. So normally I don't dip anything with them. But yeah, I've had that for dinner. I know I'm randomly rambling now. Jeffrey Griffin says, it's not easy for me to pick a favourite drawing of yours, Tubbs, because they are all great. Well, my favourite is still it's still my dog. The first new picture of the first picture of my dog in that pad, in the current one that I'm using. That's my favorite. I'll just put it on screen just quickly for you guys. Yeah, it's like the second picture. I like, but I don't like all of it. That's the thing. I don't like, I don't like the feet and the fact that I forgot to do the tail. But I like my dog. That's my favorite. So I don't know what your favorite would be, but you do like the you said in the past that your favorite used to be that hippo from that drawing from that pad, but I've got a feeling that your favorite's changed, and it's totally fine. You're allowed to change your opinion. It looks great, Tubbs. I like your dog persona. I like the dog persona too. But then again, basic person, you've seen the not safe for work pictures in all of their glory of my dog persona. Besides I did flash them quickly on the screen yesterday, but yeah, if you want to see those, you have to go to Twitter or Fur Affinity. If you go to Fur Affinity, by the way, my name is Tubbs there, regular Tubbs, just TUBBS. So, just Tubbs. But I know you like my dog persona. Is your favorite is the close up, the face close up, basic person, which is super fine because that's my partner's favorite one as well. So awesome. Oh, sorry. Any more questions or anything like that? I think I might go in and get something to eat because now I'm feeling exceptionally hungry again. I'm usually always feeling hungry. It's supposed to be both a gift and a curse because I scare people at buffets. I was actually talking to Willie because I've met Willie. I've met him. Well, I've met him more than twice, but I've met him in two groups of times. I've met him when I went to Seattle, and I met him when I went to Vegas. And yeah, the last time I was in Vegas, I was with him at a buffet, and I came back after my 13th plate from the buffet, and he had a look of both fear and lust on his face. And I basically just winked at him, and I just said that 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 he should try the noodles or something because they were really good. They were really good noodles, but just the look of fear on his face was hysterical. It's like he's really just come back with more food. Wow, it was hysterical. Jeffrey says, I love the dog ears and his pipe, so cute. Yeah. There's a reason for his pipe, by the way. He owns a series of man spas, which are basically it's like a pub, cigar lounge, steakhouse, and a spa that caters specifically for male furs, all in one. He owns a bunch of those in the furry world. So yeah, essentially he's like he's always trying different brands of tobacco. That's essentially the reason for that. Yes, the hippo is one of my favorites. The hippo from the old pad that I just showed, not the new hippo, because I haven't got a good picture of the new hippo. Willie is so nice. I'm glad you had spoken to him. More than spoken to him. We did things. We did great things. There's actually a video. There's a video of, I don't know if that's on my old channel or if I've put it on the new channel. By the way, I'm tapping my knee. I'm just looking at the playback and it looks like I'm doing something naughty. But I was tapping my knee. Tapping my knee. Wasn't doing anything naughty. Yeah, there's a video on my old channel, on my old, not LiveTUBBS, but the one before that, that is in private. So I don't know if anybody's got it, but I'm thinking about like re-uploading it. But it's of the first time me and Willie got together, and we did like a quick hug video. That's all it is, just us hugging. And I'm probably going to put that up at some stage in the future. I'm kind of waiting for the right weekly topic to come up for it, like belly play or well, probably it's just belly play or Tubbs +1, guest week or whatever. But no, we've done way more than speak. We have done many good things together. I'm not going to go into details. The only reason why I told you about that video was basically and about the buffet is because basically we're just really good friends. I don't want all of our secrets out there in case he's like shy about any details. I wasn't going to go into that big of a detail anyway. Basically, last time we were in Vegas, we did just hang out and go to various buffets and stuff. So spent lots of time at the slot machines. It was really good at the slot machines. I sucked at the slot machines. At one point, I won $300 and then lost it again. So yeah, I've seen that video. It's great. Wow, really, Jeff? Cool. It's a really old video. That's from Seattle. That was 2007, 2008. It's old. It's an old video. It's like 10 years ago. Anything else, guys? Have you decided on a favorite, Jeffrey? By the way, Jeffrey, if you can make it to Vegas, which I'm super hoping you can, but I completely understand if you can't, so don't worry about it. I will gladly gift you one of my drawings if you want. I'm pretty sure one of them is yours. I'm taking the notepad with me anyway, because one of the guys that, well, I've got to give a picture to one of my guys. I'm seeing a pup at the event that I'm going to. He will be my temporary pup. He requested one of those pictures, so I will be giving them to him. I'm so glad that no more spiders are attacking me. Although now I've said that, the second that I come back from having my snack when I go in the house, I'm going to get randomly attacked in here, aren't I, by a giant spider. Tubbs, I would love to be in a video with you, but it would be very hard for me to behave and keep it G-rated. Well, that's the beauty of editing. It's the beauty of editing. You've seen me censor stuff out and stuff before. Again, I'm tapping my knee. Not doing anything naughty. Tapping knee. See, hand. Tapping knee. I saw a live stream the other day, and there was it was multiple people, and basically one of the people was very clearly masturbating. It was, you know, his member was off screen, but he was clearly masturbating. I was like, guys, anybody in the chat, please point that out. I mean, he's you can get this video taken down. Your channel is at risk, guys. That guy is masturbating. But no, I didn't say anything. I just was just watching. Just yeah, okay. Jeffrey, I'm not saying that we would do something, you know, not G-rated. I'm just saying that it might accidentally happen. Maybe. It depends how we get on, you know. Oh my god. Guys, remember that spider that was here and then up there that I kicked out of the office? It's on the door. It's on the door. Yeah. Okay. Well, nothing I can do about that. Well, I could kick it out again, but it's not hurting anybody when it's on the door. As long as it doesn't try to attack me again, that's fine. Okay, guys. Another attempt at running away. Huh? Anybody have any more questions or anything else? Anything they want to say tonight? I'll be back tomorrow. I'm back to being tired again. I think that's all it is. Tiredness catching up again. But I just want to eat something and then sit and watch TV or something. I probably watch YouTube while laying on the bed or something. I don't know. It's not that late for me though. That's the thing. I'm just small talking and small talking and small talking. Seriously. So anything anybody wants to say, or like any questions or comments, anything. You can say no. I don't mind. No. Nothing, guys. That spider just won't give up. Well, to be fair, he's just sitting on the door now. He's not actually doing anything. I mean, he's kind of hovering over above the surface of the door, but he's not in my way. You know. I just have a thing about I have spiders. I have spider rules. Like there's no way of getting rid of spiders in here, because this is basically a shed, and that I'm using as my office, and it's in the middle of a garden, and my house is in the middle of the countryside, in a part of the UK where we get the most spiders. So it's virtually impossible to not have spiders in here. I just don't like the spider webs, like I said. And occasionally I will be sitting here by myself, and I will basically, about once a week, I basically say to the spiders, I don't care if they can hear me or if they can understand me or whatever. They probably can't. But I say to all the spiders, and they mostly understand these rules. Spiders, you are welcome in my office, but there are a couple of rules that I want you to abide by, and it's not because I'm afraid of you or because I hate you. It's because it's for your protection. I know that was a bit of bad grammar, but I'm trying to remember exactly what I say. And it's like, yeah, it's for your protection. If you land on me, then basically I cannot, if you land on me or crawl on me, I cannot help myself if I accidentally squish you. I'll do my best not to squish you, but it could happen very easily. Because I'm a large mammal and you're a tiny arachnid. So please stay away from high trafficked areas. Mainly myself, my chair, and my desk, and do not make webs where I will walk through them. You know, and that's what I say that out loud so they can hear me. And like I said, they obey. They obey. Most of them do. That's the first time I've been attacked by a spider for ages. You know, they mostly stay in that corner, which is fine because I'm never going to put my foot there. Or the corner that's above the desk. You see this shelf? They stay on the opposite corner like that, but it's over there. Or the window, which is fine because it's a tiny window. So yeah, they generally behave. And if I see one crawling around, it's usually on the wall or somewhere out there, you know. So I was watching one crawl around while I was having my lunch. And I'm just seeing if it's still there, but I don't think it's still there. It was on one of the corners of the moon poster. So I think it was that corner, in fact. I think it's that corner. But no, it seems to have gone, or it's hiding behind the moon poster. I like how you rationalize that with the spider. But yeah, basically, if they break the rules like that one did, I evict them. I do explain that as well. I do say if you break the rules, I evict you. But if you stay by the rules, then you are more than happy to watch what I watch on TV, enjoy the coolness of the shed provided by the fan or the heater in the winter. But yeah, if you break the rules, you will be evicted. That might not be the same spider. And that's the only reason why I'm not kicking it out again, because it's probably the same spider. It looks just like the same spider. But it might not be the same spider. So I can't evict it just because it's on my door now. Because I'm not afraid of spiders. You know, I'm not gonna not touch the door because there's a spider on it. You know? As long as it doesn't crawl on my hand, then I will not accidentally throw the door down and squish it, you know? This has been lots of rambling. And I'm sorry for that, guys. I really am. But yeah, I'm sorry for the lack of uploads to the LiveTUBBS channel. But it can't be helped. I've got a company and basically I can't film when she's around, and it's probably going to be like that until just after she goes, and then I've got to go to Cornwall. But yeah, so I'm just plugging my phone in. There we go. Because it's complaining. Excuse me, I'm really gassy tonight. I think it might be the pizza. Basic person says, bye Tubbs, also for you and the sexy belly. Go and eat something nice, and I have enjoyed the chat I've had with everyone and night everyone else. Big hugs. Thanks, basic person. If you want to stick around just for a minute, I'm going to say my goodbyes and I'm going to leave too. So if you just stay there for a second, just stay there for a little bit longer. Jeffrey, are you okay? You've already told me to go eat something. I know you've enjoyed this chat. I've enjoyed this too. It's got me out of my weird headspace that I was in. So thank you for that. Thank you for everybody that that did join me today. I do appreciate you guys, even the crazy conspiracy person, because everybody needs a crazy conspiracy person every now and again. They're funny. But yeah. I will be back tomorrow. I do not know what time. I might surprise you and do one in the middle of the day, but I'm not promising it because I don't know. But yeah, I'll probably be back tomorrow night to talk about nothing or think of a topic and we can chat, because I really do enjoy talking to you guys. So yeah. Yes, it is the same spider. I'm still not kicking it out. Move chair. Yeah. Another belly shot. And yes, I know I've got crappy pants. You can see the elastic on them. There's actually nothing wrong with them. It's just the elastic is showing on my crappy pants. But yeah, belly shot. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna take this off because I've got to take this off while I remember, because otherwise I walk into the house and my aunt will wonder why I'm wearing a pupwood, because she wouldn't know what it is. But yeah, I'll take it off. No, don't fall off of there. Okay. Bye guys, bye basic person, bye F. Bye anybody else that's watching. I think nobody else is at the moment. So I definitely need a haircut again, because that screwed up my hair, but whatever. Bye guys. Just say bye, Tubbs, and I'll hit the button. Everybody's saying thank you and byes. Oh, they're really loud tonight. Sorry. So windy. Bye guys. Say bye. Say bye, Tubbs. Someone say it. Bye, B Tubbs. Close. I don't know what that means, Jeff. M-U-A-H. I don't know what that means. Wait a minute, I'm out of the hand so my wrist doesn't die. I hope you feel better soon, by the way, basic person. I know we didn't ask you or talk about that at all this time. So, yeah, I'm sorry. I am thinking of you, dude. So, yeah, thank you, by the way, for saying bye, Tubbs.